midday, Wednesday, the whatever, 3rd is it, of February. Goodness, time goes quickly. And I am with you again for another Spiritual Wisdom Hour, broadcasting here from northwest Tasmania. Beautiful day today, a bit windy, but my husband and the neighbour have just gone off fishing, so we might have some nice fish for tea if we're lucky. Hope you're all well and have had a good week, and I am just bringing myself up on my other page, Victoria Cochrane Spiritual Psychic Communication and Spiritual Healing, which is on Facebook, and I'm live on there just in case anyone's catching me on there as well. So I join you every week. Hi Annette, great to see you. Every week to talk about spiritual development and things that are happening in the spiritual world, and do a bit of a collective reading and a bit of a talk, and then I do readings at about 12:30. So just waiting for a few more people to jump on, and then we'll get started. So please drop me a note and tell me that you're there. Say hi, where you're from. I love to see where people are from. We've had people from New Zealand, America, all over Australia. Hi Leanne. Yes, I do readings, Leanne, but I do them a little bit later. If I do an hour of readings, I'm absolutely exhausted and drained. So I talk about spiritual wisdom and things that are relevant to people who are on their path, and do a collective reading. And today I've got Doreen Virtue's daily guidance on the angels, and I know she's gone off track, but her cards are still good. Hi Charlotte, you're back at school. Okay, you can catch me later. That's fine. So let's pull a card to see what we might talk about. Otherwise, if you've got strange happenings, spiritual development questions, not personal ones yet, but later we'll get onto those, then by all means ask them. So, energy work. So the pictures are beautiful on these cards. Life can be electrifying because its very essence is energy. Your body is a remarkable energy field that will positively respond to loving treatments. Your hands and heart are activated to give healing energy to your loved ones and clients. That's a really good thing to talk about because, yes, there are modalities like Reiki and hands-on healing, and there are lots of different types of Reiki which people need to be attuned to. But the fact remains that everything in the universe is energy, and we are energetic beings, and we work on an exchange of energy. We trade energy, sometimes we sacrifice energy, we give our energy away, and if we don't receive an exchange of energy, then we can get drained. And it can be like that on here too, when people say, give me a card, and I'm constantly doing that. And most of you say thank you, but it's just kind of, it can be really draining. And so, if you do say thank you, or if you can just share the post, or in some way, give an exchange of energy, it just helps to keep everything in balance. So getting back to pranic energy then, we're all energetic beings, and we have universal energy available to us, and whether we've been attuned to Reiki or not, we can still access the energy of the universe. And so you might have found, if anyone's got a story of when they just needed to help with someone's healing, that their hands suddenly got hot, or so it's with intention, and when you just bring that through and just trust that you can, it will come through. So a lot of people, though, are in need of healing at the moment because there's a lot of energy flying around, a lot of discordant energy, a lot of people feeling out of balance and out of sorts. And I don't really know much about the astrological side of things, or whether things are in retrograde or what's happening with the moon, doesn't really matter. There's still a lot of people in transition who are awakening or are waking up to their spiritual purposes and to their psychic gifts, and the energetic bodies vibrate a lot faster than the physical body, so it can really put you out of whack. So if you are feeling really drained and tired, but you're consciously more aware of spiritual things, you could be going through something like ascension sickness, which is possibly affecting you, and it can give you hi Kirsty. Oh, thank you. That's so. She says thank you for being you. That is just beautiful. So that just makes me feel honoured. Thank you. So the physical body just goes, what the heck, and you can get headaches and feel a bit out of your body, out of sorts. There's all sorts of things that can go on. I'm forgetting to scroll, so I'm just not seeing the comments. Sorry. Hi, Kerry. Great to see you. Hi, Linda from Devonport. Gee, you're a long way away. Not. It's about an hour and 10 minutes. An hour and 20, maybe, from Devonport to Devonport from here. Hi, Tracy. Great to see you. Yep, about p:30. I'll be ready. Terry Tubolino. Hello from New York. That's fantastic. Great to see you. Hi, Di. Scotland. Wow. Well, just let me know when you're going to bed and I'll pull a card for you. Hi, Margs Healy. Whether your daughter's father's mum, sister and brother know she exists. Wow. Well, I will come back and look at that, or maybe just put that question back in about 20 minutes. Okay. Yeah, these cards are really beautiful. It made me think, I've been reading a bit from my books lately because, you know, if one can shamelessly plug, why not? But these are the books that I've written over the years, and this is my latest one, which came out last November, which I love because it's got a meditation with every chapter, which I recorded and put to music, and they're available to download when you get the book. But I seem to remember in chapter 1 or 2, how it must be chapter 1, the creation of the universe, that the masters talk about how everything is energy. And seeing as this card came up, I'd like to just read you some of it, because we seem to forget that energy is always renewing. Energy can be depleted and needs recharging. If there's not an exchange, then it goes out of balance. So, and you know, money is energy, food is energy, a smile is energy, the way we interact, it's all energy. So, hi Angie, great to see you. I will be getting on to readings at about 12:30, guys. I like to do a bit of a blurb first and help people with their spiritual development and understanding the laws of the universe. And so I pulled this card, energy work. So this was for the collective, for all of you. And it talks about how your body is a remarkable energy field that will positively respond, to loving treatments, and how also we have the universal energy available to us. So then, you know, even if you're not attuned to Reiki, it will still come through when you need it. So this was the book, The Alignment of the Universe, Messages from Other Worlds, and I have been in meditation to other planets, and it's really quite fascinating. And this was in 2015. Chapter 1, The Creation of the Universe. And I remember when I brought this through, I just thought, wow, that's pretty amazing. Because channeling is where you just, I connect to the masters, so I always know who you're talking to. And I just asked for a message that was relevant, and this is what came through. So, all matter is grounded in creation, for how can it exist if at first was not created. The creation of the universe has evolved over eons of time, but the fact that there was matter to begin with is the question we wish to ponder here. How is it that the fine particles that make up all things existed in the first place? Was there a big bang that created the planets, stars and moons that exist today? Did God just wave his staff and create the world in a week, as the Christians believe? Matter is energy. Anything that exists in the world and the universe has been created through energy and thus vibrates energetically at its own natural rate. The creation of the universe can indeed be credited to the Supreme Source, but not in the way Christians describe. The universe was created by energy colliding with itself and forming solid matter. In a space with no restrictions on speed or distance, the existence of energy and the manner in which it was travelling was destined to create matter of substance that began microscopically small, but built upon itself exponentially until the matter began to clump, stick together, and form solid formations. Hi Lorraine. And hi Chris, great to see you. The Supreme Creator is an energetic force that creates with loving intention. The Supreme Mother Father God is an energy of light and essence that is of no substance but which has a consciousness of love and light that literally breathes life into anything it gives mind to. The particles of creation, how does it do that? It does that through us. It does that through living, breathing beings. The particles of creation are called adamantine particles and are the substance behind all matter that has ever been created. They are the energy behind the creation, the life force energy that is responsible for all matter coming into being. The intention behind each creation determines the frequency at which it vibrates, and that is true with anything that is created by any human today. So if you are creating your reality with loving intention, so I'm doing this broadcast to help people, then I'm creating, that will build upon itself and create really positive energy. But if someone goes out to do something that harms other people but only benefits themselves, then they create karma and the energy is created exponentially like that. So everything is energy. Our intentions create. That's right. Our beliefs are the basis for what we create, and then the intentions beyond that, above that, then create the vibrations of it. So it's either a really low vibration or it can be a really high consciousness. So really important to watch our thoughts and to think before we act. So I just want to maybe not read too much more, but all humans are one with the light, are born of the light and go back to the light at the end of their incarnation on earth. The physical body is merely a vessel for the spirit of the soul to evolve and grow through lessons it has chosen to learn. Nothing is real but love, so all drama that is played out on the earthly plane is an illusion that has the potential to keep a spirit firmly grounded in the physical body, denying the spiritual connection that is rightfully theirs. To feel connected to Source is a right, not a privilege. There is no need for religious restrictions, for one cannot put a restriction on love. There are no rules or boundaries around God's love, for the Creator just is. So therefore love also just is. You have come into being through a moment in time where the adamantine particles collided. You have been created, and you continuously create through every moment in time, with every decision, word and deed that you do and make. You are a co-creator and one with creation. You are a being of love who instinctively knows that the world is an illusion and to be enjoyed for a time before you return to the light to continue your wondrous soul journey to enlightenment and mastery. So, and I remember Archangel Uriel writing this beautiful, channeling through me, this beautiful piece about what creation is and how if you consider that you're in a bubble of light and there are no colours It just is. And then you have a thought, and it's a happy thought, so perhaps it turns yellow. And then you think of the person that you're thinking of that's happy, say like my granddaughter, and then it might have pink love. And so you create, this happiness, and it creates upon itself. But every thought then, then if you're thinking a dark thought, then everything goes black, and then it just goes on. And so that's how we are co-creators, and how we co-create our own reality. And waiting for things to change, who's going to do that? Abracadabra. We have to take responsibility and actually know that we are in charge of our own reality, and our thoughts are driven by our belief system. And if our belief system about ourselves is really poor, if we don't believe in ourselves, or we don't believe we're worthy, or whatever, then we create that. And so we can also change that. So that's my bit of a blurb about that. And we are responsible for our life, and we're also responsible for the reactions we have to other people, even though they push our buttons. Why are they pushing our buttons? What is it in you that's driving that response? So that's what I've learned through this spiritual journey, is to look within and to make sure that I am taking responsibility, not just blaming others. And so many people do blame others. Thank you, Tracy. Thank you, Di. Yeah, so honestly, we've got to think with light. And, we live in duality. So we live in good and bad, and masculine and feminine, and we live by halves, don't we? But in the energy of oneness, in the energy of the Creator, everything is one. Everything just is. So there's no status, there's no one better than anyone else, even God. Everything just is unified. And so then there's no dark and light, there's just gradients. And so we can be choosing a darker path, but all paths lead to the light eventually. And it might take you several thousand lifetimes, but you'll get there eventually, through learning, through growth, through coming back and doing it all again if you have to. So that's my bit of a blurb, and I'm sure I've talked about that before, but it is really interesting. And if we think of everything just as vibrating at a certain rate, and then if your thoughts are like, oh gee, it's a beautiful day but I'm stuck in the office, you're going to have a pretty bad day. But if you say, oh, it's a beautiful day, but after work I'll go and have a walk and I'll get to enjoy some of it, then the vibration of that thought is so much higher than the one you just thought before. So can you see what I mean? Everything, the energy we put out, then by the law of attraction will come straight back to us the same, at the same vibration, at the same level. And so that's how we create. That's how we create. And we can't blame anyone else for that at all. So let's get on with creating a better earth, and let's get on with not getting involved in, all the politics and all the shenanigans that's going on in 3D Earth at the moment, and just think about how our thoughts can create a better planet by putting out these vibrations of love and talking to people about it, and not going down the rabbit holes of all the conspiracy theories and stuff, but actually what can we do about it? And that's what the Masters are saying. We know all that, but what can we do to improve things? And that's what we need to do. Tracy, I appreciate your comments so much. Your blurbs are so wonderful and make us think more positive and motivated with every single thing that you say to all of us, and we are grateful to you for everything. And I know you are, and I wouldn't be on here if I didn't love doing it. And I actually don't, I always leave feeling really uplifted, and I've made so many friends, and I have quite a lot of followers now, and I really appreciate that. So, and that's what it's all about. And I also love that you guys talk to each other through my lives, and actually if someone comments and someone knows how to help, they do, because we're all a community, aren't we? I'm not the sage of all wisdom, and it's not called the Wisdom Hour because I think that it's just helping you to access your spiritual wisdom as well. Because remember, we're remembering things, really. We're not learning them as such. We've lived many lives and we have this knowledge already. We just have to remember it. Chris says she needed to hear this today. We can get really... I'm shuffling. These cards are Work Your Light cards. I thought they'd be really positive. And actually one fell out. So, all right, the first thing, sometimes we just have so much going on and everybody wants a piece of us and we just give and don't get back. And you've just got to have boundaries, guys. You know, you've just got to say, no, I can't do it, even if you'd like to. So where do you need to establish better boundaries? On your energy. And maybe someone's taking too much of your energy or dumping all their negativity on you. Put some boundaries up. I like this card because it's just got, it really doesn't need much explanation. So the next one then is longing for home, belonging, the original light workers. A lot of us have lived a lot of lives on earth, but actually we're not from here. We are star seeds and we originate from other planets, and we have perhaps come from Lemuria or Atlantis or Avalon or anywhere like that, and we're very wise souls who just really want to go home. But we're here for a reason and the earth needs us, and so let's just celebrate that and work together. I think is really important. Hello Michelle and hello Annette. Yes, I am getting to cards soon. Just been talking about energy and raising our vibrations. And the last one is protection. I love this one. Call back your power, cut the cords, soul retrieval. So it really goes well with putting boundaries in place. So how are you feeling disempowered? Are you feeling stuck in a job, in a relationship that's really not floating your boat anymore? Are you feeling that you're just not moving forward? Do you feel disempowered? And how can you take your power back? The first step, I think, is to realise that you're feeling disempowered and to realise that we always have a choice, always. And the ramifications can be serious, but at the end of the day, how much of your life do you want to live in someone else's shadow, doing what other people want you to do, living to please others, working to live rather than, living to work instead of working to live. You know, all of those things, make a choice. And sometimes that puts you into a transition that's really, really painful and messy. But priorities, you've just got to have priorities. And my big choice was to leave teaching in 2018 and to give up a pretty good wage to actually do this full time. And last week I was busy. This week I haven't got a lot of appointments, but that's okay. That's just the way it goes. But it gives me time to write courses, to channel, to get out in the garden, you know, to actually be semi-retired. And it was the best decision I've ever made. Scary as all heck. But once I took the plunge, it was really easy. And so I changed, and I could have just stayed in the job that was pretty draining and also where I wasn't feeling that I was being treated fairly. And I could have just chosen to do that because that was what would be expected. But I took the harder path, which in fact was the easier one. So, sometimes we just do need a new direction, do you know, and we talk about it and talk about it and talk about it. And if we're on a path where we are here to help people, in the end, Spirit will say, get on with it. And my was where I had a slip at McDonald's and fell flat on my back and didn't hurt myself, but they just said to me, if you keep mucking around and not making a decision, you're going nowhere. And look, now I've published another book and I'm on here live every Wednesday, which I wouldn't be able to do otherwise, and so many new doors opening for me. So take the plunge. If you're at that crossroads, you'll never look back. But it's up to you. You can't, no one else can make the decision for you. And a lot of people come and have readings, don't they? And they want me to be the seer and to tell them what's going to happen. And I tell you what, about half a dozen different futures are in front of you, depending on the choices that you make, the decisions that you make, and sometimes the decisions of other people. So no reading set in stone, and don't depend on a psychic to tell you what to do. You know, Creator can tell you the best way forward, but it still has to fit in with your plans and with your circumstances. So then you don't need to be watching, Angel. Thank you for leaving now. Thank you. If people don't believe in this stuff, please don't watch it. This is not for everybody, and I don't do witchcraft. So thank you for leaving if this is not for you. Okay, thank you. So okay, well that's all I need to say on all of that now, and let's get on to people who would like a reading and to know their way forward. Okay. So it's not witchcraft. So I'm just going to ignore these comments and please go elsewhere. Thank you. All right, so I will go back to somebody who asked a question before. Hi, Katrina. Lovely to see you. Tina asked, can I ask a question, please? Will I get the job I want soon? So I will ask that, and I will just get some... I'm just going to... sorry. Okay. Right, so Tina says, can I ask a question, please? Will I get the job I want soon? I will pull a card for you, and I'm just trying to think. Earth magic cards are sometimes good, but I'll just try these, and I'll tune in if I need to. Okay. So I just need to also say that when you're asking, will you get the job, the answer might not be reliable because it's dependent on the free will of the person who's employing you or potentially employing you. So we can just ask, is it probable that you'll get the job, or is there a high chance that you will? And so that's probably the best thing to say. And you do have an angel with you who's got open arms, so to me it would be that it's a good time now for you to have new opportunities coming in. So childhood is innocence, but would take that as new beginnings. So it's definitely, as I said, you've got an archangel there, Tina, with arms open, new beginnings, and ebb and flow is where things come in and life happens. I'm just going to tune into you and see. Really need, I think you're not quite ready yet. A little bit more work on your self-confidence would be great, and also being really positive that you will get the job, and thank the universe for the job that's coming up soon, and really keep focused on that intention that the job will come up. But I've got excuse me for reaching, but I've got these new cards. So let's just ask the Oracle Tarot. And the Fool is new beginnings, and I get new beginnings. So there's a high chance that you will, but I feel that it'll be a few weeks or a couple of months, and that you do need to really work on your resume, work on your confidence, and be really focused and believe that you're worth it and that you're worthy of this job, and then you'll just create it. So good luck with that. Hello, Kelly Jane. Right. Diane in Scotland. Let's just pull a card for you before you go to bed. Strength, courage, and open heart. So these are Oracle Tarot, and they're very unusual. But this one talks about how you have strength and open heart. So, Di, if you're doubting yourself, you definitely don't need to, and that you can do anything just by being heart-centered. So when you work from the heart, bring that through with loving intention, and then the universe will work for you. So go to bed knowing that you're very protected. Okay, Tracy, so I hope that helps for you. And Di, I'll just choose an Earth Magic one as well. Yeah, emergence. So lots of growth has been happening for you, and sometimes you have to be strong while you're going through that period of emerging and of really grounding in the new, and of being more able to be yourself. And so it's definitely happening. Whatever you're planning, or if there's a new phase coming for you, it's definitely happening. Now, there are a couple of other people in front of me, but then I will just, not that many. Lorraine, feeling a little bit unbalanced since I lost my little fur child, Staffy dog, just before Christmas. Yeah, they really work their way into our hearts, don't they? And then we're bereft without them. Let me see if I can see him there. Thanks, Angie. Thank you for that. Okay. So I'm just tuning into Lorraine and seeing if her little stuffy dog's there, but that's just a given. She's sending you so much love and just giving you a gentle lick. She's very timid little lick, like, don't be sad. It was time for me to go. She's grateful to you for all the love you gave her, and she knows that there are other dogs out there that need a beautiful owner like you. So she's encouraging you to get another dog when you feel ready, but just feel her in your heart and just know that, you know, it is like that card, the ebb and flow, isn't it, of life, where people come in and go out of it, and dogs come in and go, but they always just leave a little piece of themselves in our heart, and we can be grateful that they're in our lives. And so I met a lovely lady the other day, and she came for a reading, and she's travelling around, and her husband passed away 2 years ago, and they were just so close. But she said, I am sad, but I'm so grateful that he was in my life, and I will always know that you know, I will have that he and I were together. And I just thought that was amazing. I really did. Okay, so just Katrina. Oh, and did I miss anybody? Katrina says, and Melinda, yes, I'll get to you too. Katrina says she has a bit of a decision to make, and Angie would like a card as well. So get to a few people there. Oh, so Katrina, for your new job, this is promise. So things are looking good. Like, it's just new beginnings, new job. You've just started, but there's so much on the horizon for you to get your teeth into. But need to stay vigilant and stick with your plan, and don't be put off by other people and their opinions, or we've always done it this way, or whatever. Some people can do that. And just really take your time to ground into the job and get to know it first before you really start to tackle any new changes or anything like that. So I'll just pull a card from the new Oracle Tarot. But it's just so exciting for you. Thank you, Tracy. Having to make a housing choice and not sure of intuition or fear of the unknown. Well, endings and beginnings. So, and promise came. And then vigilance and grounding. Just where, of course it's fear of the unknown, but trust your intuition, because we all have our intuition, which is our basic psychic sense. So just make sure that you are happy where you're going, and don't try to think about it too much. Just feel into it. Does it feel right? Is that the right move for you? And can you see yourself being there a year down the track or 5 years down the track? You know, like, just really the monkeys just jump up and down in our heads and muck us up, and then we just get deeper and deeper into not knowing what we should do. So really feel into it. And Angie. Oh, so Ace of Cups is new love energy. And so going to a new level in your relationship, perhaps, but also into a new level of happiness with where you are and what you're doing. and how you're feeling about things. And that just, Angie and I spoke the other day, so I think that really just confirms what we were saying. And then just looking at the Earth Magic cards. Celebrate good times, come on. So celebration, yeah, just things are coming in for you now, and the New Age Festival will be amazing for you, I'm sure. So I just think that's awesome. Now, Melinda Lee, career, okay. So, oh, it went way over there. Hold on. The Star, hope, inspiration, nature. This is my favourite card in the deck. So, I don't know if it goes that way or that way. But you've got so much hope and ideas and inspiration for your career, but you're just kind of waiting for something to happen or for a new opportunity to come up or promotion or something like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 of Cups. You can do this on your own. So just whatever it is, if you're wanting to change your career or get a new job or whatever, you've got this and you'll make it happen. It's like you've come to the end of a cycle and you need to move on, Melissa, to a new phase in your life. And I'll just choose a card from here. So much more potential for what you're doing now. So it's like you've just got to take the leap and not feel disempowered. Like I was talking before, are you feeling like you don't have the choice or you can't move on or just waiting for the opportunity? It will come. You've just got to really believe in yourself and move it forward. Yeah, so I'm just reading. Tracy says, have issues like that at the moment. Now, I had a full phone interview last Thursday. It went very well and I'm trying to think positive, but I do not want to be disappointed with the outcome if it doesn't come off. Yeah, and that's the thing. We've got to try and let go of attachment to it too, and that's hard when you really want something. Creator said to me once, expectation reaps no reward. So it's like we can't expect to get the job, but we can't expect not to get the job because then we kind of create that. So it's just like I've done my best and, you know, let go of it. And if you are disappointed, well, that's understandable, of course. But I always take it now that it means it wasn't for me and there's something better around the corner. And so if it's not meant to be, then something else is coming up. So you can look at it like that with a positive attitude, and then that will bring in more opportunities for you. So Jessica, I'm really needing some guidance with my life, please. If you have anything that could help, I'd really appreciate it. I am feeling so stuck, going in circles. Okay, I'm sorry to hear that, Jessica. So I'm just going to pull 3 cards from here just for a bit of guidance. But if you don't mind, I'll tune into you. I'll just break my energy. You do look very blocked. Jessica, I would recommend that you have a healing or a clearing, like a Reiki or some kind of energy healing where other people's energies are taken from you, because it's like you're really blocked and you've just kind of got to a stage where your energy is needing a bit of a boost. But also, I'll just ask here. Oh, 6, 8, 9, or 7. 7 of Wands. So it's like you're at a crossroads where you just can't see the potential of things and can't see your way forward. But you actually have a lot of strength and guidance. So just see who's with you, so you can talk to them today and start to ask for help and to feel a bit more empowered. I'm just going to ask Archangel Michael. Well, you can ask Archangel Michael, if you wish, for him to come and cut some ties and to clear your energy. And that always makes you feel a lot more positive when you are feeling blocked and like you're going around in circles. So you have our key of faith, who's Archangel Michael's female side. And so to have faith that everything will work out, work on getting a clearing so that you do feel a bit more positive. And an ace of pentacles is new beginnings coming, financially and also career-wise perhaps. So pentacles are all about our financial situation, but also materialism, maybe house move or anything. There's new beginnings, new things coming. So ask Archangel Michael and Archie Faith to help you, because they are your strength. And if you need a healing or something, of course, come and just please drop me a line. So that's fine. Hi, Misty. Cochrane, I've missed that. I've missed that comment you had about a little girl, and I'm not sure who you're talking about then, but if you could just Gabby, hi Gabby, and Michelle, yes. Princess Samantha would like to know, Nicholas, do you sense my boyfriend missing me a lot? Okay, I don't actually work on date of birth or anything like that. Oh yes, Margs would know if my daughter's family actually know about her existence, and if they do, why haven't they made contact? I can ask and just see. Hi Tracy. Yes, did I give you a reading? I can't remember. Okay. I get a no. I get a no that they don't. But I'll just ask this. So Marks, I get no that they don't know of her existence. Would they want to know? Yes. I get a yes that they would. So perhaps they don't know. So this means that they will eventually, unless someone tells them. So I think that perhaps if you want them to know, and that is thinking about whether you want them to know, and that's feeling sad too that they haven't contacted. But yeah, they would like to know. So I'm pretty sure they don't. Kerry, nostalgia, reflection, tradition. So it's something like the hermit, just needing to reflect on things and just get yourself away a little bit to think on whether what is being asked of you that has always been done or is the normal thing is right for you, and just to know that your needs are just as important. So to make sure that you don't just fit in, that you get a balance in your life. Cards are jumping out everywhere. So, and then completion. So maybe something's coming to an end and you're just trying to work out what to next. But you need to work that out that's right for you and that fits in with your life and where you'd like to be going. So I hope that helps for you. Just quickly, so I can only do one question for each person. Princess, like to know Nicholas, if he's not talking to you, it doesn't sound good. I'll just ask for a card. Yeah, so the Magician is communication or lack of it, and hidden agendas, and just not telling you the whole truth. So really you just need to look after yourself, because if he's cut you off, then you need to weigh up whether he's worth the wait or not. And if he's cut you off, then it's most likely that he just doesn't want to be your boyfriend anymore. And that's really sad. And I think it's not okay when someone just does that and doesn't tell you why. So sending lots of love to you, Princess Samantha. Michelle, yes, you may, and Gabby, and thank you, Melinda, that was lovely. Tracy, and I need to do you first. Here we go. I think I did do one, I can't remember, so I'll just do another one. This is the Hermit, wisdom of solitude. Enjoying the outcome, purposeful action, and this is for you, Tracy. Wake up call. Okay, so something's happened where something out of the blues happened, and you're not knowing what to do, or something's ending, but actually now's the time to work with other people. So the Three of Pentacles is about collaboration. So moving forward on a skateboard means that you're needing a bit of support to move forward and to make things happen. But don't forget to also celebrate how far you've come. And a lot of us forget that, don't we? We just kind of, I wasn't expecting that, but we forget to celebrate our small achievements. But I might just tune into you, Tracy. You really got a very emotional aura at the moment. So something's happened. It feels, I'm not sure that it's a relationship, it feels more outside world, but that's affecting you, but it can be worked out. So sometimes it's better to get out of the emotion and just to look at things logically, and then, you know, the answers come that way. Good night, Di. Okay, so I hope that helps. I just a lot of reflection on what the lessons are, and seeing things as blessings and perhaps ways of moving forward, even though it's not what you're expecting. Okay, and Michelle Rossi, yes. And then Gabby, and then just about time for me to go and have some lunch. So wonderful that you've all been on today and very patient. Thank you. So this to me looks like a card where I can't remember what it's called. It'll come to me in a minute. It's where you feel that you've got no way forward and you just you're a bit trapped. I can't think of it. Anyway, there's always a way. Issues of control, or just not feeling that you've got control and that you're a bit stuck. The Hanged Man. So, you know, sometimes things are out of our control and we can't do anything about it. And if it's in someone else's control, like a boss or something like that, we've really just got to make the choice of what we do to be able to feel more empowered. So, the Ten of Swords is letting go. It's more or less the exhaustion card, really, of just being so in your head that you just can't get out of it. So I would say that you've got some issues either in a relationship or at work. But this is the Two of Cups, so there's always a way forward. Just need to kind of work it out together. So the way things are going at the moment probably isn't working. So time to put things on the table and to come together to have an agreement. And I haven't got time to tune into you, but really just go with the flow and everything will work out well. So sometimes we just feel stuck because we don't agree with what's going on, and we're exhausted and just can't cope with everything. So just allow yourself to breathe, Michelle, and allow things to flow a bit more and things will work out. But you've got to be happy with where you are, and the other people have to be happy. So you need to kind of a bit of communication in order. And Gabby, lovely to see you on again. And Carolyn, and then I'll need to leave. Oh, that's good. Thank you, Katrina. That's lovely. Gabby. Taking a stand, building bridges and making things work. So sometimes we have differences of opinion. That's an understatement. And we need to kind of find some common ground. So, you know, and making things so that we, endings, the world is like having a different perspective on things and seeing things from a higher vantage point. And so not getting mired in just one perspective, but seeing things from a higher point of view. And then I will just in case that's not supposed to be there, because it was what came up before. If it's meant to be, it'll be. Yeah, and a 6 of Cups reflection, but it's also why is this happening, and how can you be happy, and how can you fill the cupboard and make sure everybody's happy. So Gabby, I wonder if you're having a bit of a disagreement with someone. You really just need to sit in the stillness and breathe and think about where your heart lies, and what would be best for you, and to also to try and see it from the other person's point of view, and just take all the emotion out of the situation, and then you'll be able to move forward. Okay, so I have got a lot more people on now, and Maddie was a little girl for a child. Okay. Sorry, Princess Samantha, no, I probably didn't. What's wrong with Nicholas? I saw a lot of energy on him. I think that he's got depression, or he's got some kind of he's got a lot of weight on him, and a lot of darker energy. That's what I saw. So I think he's not feeling right, in the right place mentally, and so that's what I saw. So I hope that answers the whole question now. And can you tell what's up with me? What do you see, please? Paula will have to be my last one. You have a lot of energy coming through your crown. It's almost like you're in overwhelm, Paula, and your crown looks pretty open to spirit, but sometimes we can just have too much information coming in, and that can just really muck us up. So it would be really good for you to perhaps ask for your energies to be cleansed and cleared, and your chakras to be shut down, and for any doors to spirit world or any other realms that are interfering with your energy to be closed off, because it's just like you've been dumped on, and that's possibly what's wrong with you. Also a grounding, just make sure you breathe your energy down and ground into Mother Earth, and really feel in the present and breathe, and just take all the energy off, and just have a bit of a retreat day where you look after yourself, and see if that helps. Okay. Tracy says February will be a good month for you this year. I didn't actually say that. Gabby, I hope you got the reading that I did for you. But will February be a good month? I'll get a yes. Hopefully, sometimes we have the ebb and flow of everything going up and down, but overall, things, when we can look at things in a more positive light, then we can make the best of things, can't we? Carolyn, sorry about that. Yes, I know I'm running over time, but let me just pull you an Earth Energy card. I do apologise. Activation. So in the book it says, use the wind to help clear your energies and to get things moving. But I always look at this too and say, well, things are going to start to speed up for you. And actually, if things have been stagnant, then there'll be some more movement and some more flow in your life. So that's a really good thing. And earth magic is then getting out in nature and just really allowing yourself to feel grounded and in sync with nature, and that will help you to feel less stagnant as well. So perhaps it's an indication you need to get outside and to perhaps blow off the cobwebs, kind of thing. Yeah, so I hope that helps, Carolyn. Oh, really? Tracy, please private message me, because it's really hard to keep track of your comments and put them all together when I've got others there. But thank you for your positivity today, and for your support. It's been wonderful. And hi, Laura Lou. Sorry you're feeling a little lost at the moment, but just allow things to move and go with the flow, and really sit in your heart space, ask your guides for help, and breathe, because things aren't quite ready to come in yet, but they will for you. And rivers are sometimes slow moving, but they get us there in the end. So perhaps it's just time for you to have a little breather and just be, and not do, and just ground into, consolidate what's happening at the moment, and then things will improve. Lots of love to you all. Thank you for your patience and positivity. We all have the right to believe what we believe, but we don't have the right to attack other people with it, I don't think. So thank you very much for all your love, and I look forward to seeing you with more Spiritual Wisdom Hour next week. Bye for now.